Hello everyone, welcome back to Amin Maths Club. Today our question is x to the power 4 plus 6x cubed plus 9x squared is equal to 5. So here we have to find all possible values of x. Let's start our solution. That our problem is x to the power 4 plus 6x cubed plus 9x squared. If we shift this plus 5 to our left hand side, it will be minus 5 is equal to 0. Let's say it is our equation 1. So here our left hand side is actually here. Our left hand side is the product of two quadratic factors. So if we just write here that x squared plus a times x plus b times x squared plus c times x plus d is equal to 0. Let us suppose it is our two factors, two quadratic factors. So if we just multiply these two factors, then we will get x squared times this one. So we have x squared times x squared plus c times x plus d. Similarly, here we have plus a times x. So multiplying this one to this factor, x squared plus c times x plus d. Now plus b times x squared plus c times x plus d is equal to 0. Here we have x squared times x squared is x to the power 4 plus c x cubed plus d x squared. Similarly, here we will get plus ax cubed plus ac x squared plus here we have a times d, so a dx. Now multiplying this b into parentheses, we will get bx squared plus bc times x plus b times d is equal to 0. Now here if we just combine like terms having power of x cubed, x squared and x to the power 4, so here we see that we have only one expression having power of x to the power 4. So we are going to write here. Now here it is cx cubed, it is ax cubed. So writing together and just combining these two expressions, then we will write here plus cx cubed plus ax cubed. Similarly, here we have dx squared, it is ac times x squared and plus bx squared. So writing this one first, that plus bx squared. Similarly, plus cx, here we have bx squared plus dx squared plus dx squared plus a times c x squared. Now combining the expressions having this x, so we have plus a times d times x and plus b times c times x plus b times d is equal to 0. Now here x to the power 4, if we just take x cube is common, so we have, by rearranging, we will get a plus c times x cubed. Similarly, here we have b plus d plus ac, so b plus d plus a times c, taking x squared is common. So here if we just take x is common, we will get a times d plus b times c times x, and here we have plus b times d is equal to 0. Now if we compare this equation, let's say it is our equation 2 here. So if we just compare this equation to our equation 1, then right hand side is actually 0. So here we have x to the power 4, it is also x to the power 4, and x cubed, here x cubed and x cube 6 is equal to actually a plus c. So we are going to just compare the coefficients. Then b plus d plus a times c is equal to 9, a times d plus bc is equal to 0, and b times d is equal to minus 5. So now comparing the coefficient from equation 1 and 2, then we will get, first of all, a plus c is equal to 6. Let's say it is our equation number 1. And similarly here we have b plus d plus a times c is equal to 9. It is our equation 2. And similarly we have a times d plus b times c, it will be equal to 0. It is equation 3. And finally we get b times d is equal to minus 5. So we have 4 equations here. Now solving on these 4 equations, so if we just see that our equation 4, here we have we can just write this minus 5 into factors, like b times d is equal to, this minus 5 can also be written as 1 times minus 5. And similarly b times d, our second factor, is minus 1 times 5. Now we are going to solve these two cases here. Let's say it is our case 1. So it is our case 1, and here we have case 2. Solving these two cases individually, then we will get, here by system of equation, the value of b will be 1, d is equal to minus 5. So if we just put these values in our this equation 3, so putting in equation 3, then our equation 3 will be a times d plus b times c is equal to 0. Here a times value of d is minus 5, plus b is actually 1 times c is equal to 0. Here we have minus 5 times a plus c is equal to 0, and c is equal to plus 5a. Here we have c is equal to 5a. Now if we just put this value of c in our equation 1, so putting in equation 1, then equation 1 implies that a plus c is equal to 6. Here we have our first equation, that is a plus c is equal to 6. So putting the value of c, then we will get the value of a here. So a plus c is actually 5 times a, which is equal to 6. Here we have 5, a plus a is equal to 6a, which is equal to 6. And by dividing 6 on both hand side, we will get a is equal to 6. Here we have our value of a. Now if a is equal to 6, then here value of c will be, c is equal to 5 times this 6. So here we get, so here a is equal to, dividing 6 on both hand side, then we will get cancelling 6 with 6. So we have value of a is 1, not 6. Here we have our value of a is 1. So putting this value of a here, then we have 5 times a here. 5 times 1 is 5. So we get the original value of c, that is 5. Now a is equal to 1, c is equal to 5. So if we just find the value of all these equations, here we just write that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, and here c is equal to 5, and d is equal to minus 5. Now we are going to just check by putting these values of a, b, c and d in equation 2. So putting all these values in equation 2. Now recall equation 2 here. Equation 2 is b plus d plus a times c is equal to 9. Here putting the value of b, that is 1, plus d is minus 5. Here a is 1 and c is 5. Now is it equal to 9? So here we get 1 minus 5, and plus 5 times 5 is 5. Is it equal to 9? So cancelling positive and negative 5, we get here 1 that is equal to 9, which is not equal. So a 1 is not equal to 9, hence it is not true. So it is false. We are going to just cancel this, reject this first case. So now solving our case 2 here, because there is no solution can be found from our case 1. So case 2 is given by that b times d is equal to minus 1 times 5. So here we have value of b is minus 1 by system of equation, and here d is equal to 5. So we get two values of b and d. Now for finding the value of a and b, we are going to just use these values of b and d in our equation number 3. So equation 3 implies that a times d plus b times c is equal to 0. So here a times value of d is 5 plus this value of b is minus 1 times c, that is 0. So here we get 5 times a plus minus minus, c is equal to 0, then c is equal to 5a. Now if we just put this value of c, which is 5a, in our equation 1, so our equation 1 implies that a plus c is equal to 6. So here a plus value of c is 5a is equal to 6, then 6a is equal to 6, and a is equal to, here we get a is equal to 1. So if a is equal to 1, then putting this value of a here, so we will get c is equal to 5 times 1 is 5. So we get c is equal to 5. Now we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to, that is here we have minus 1, c is equal to 5, and d is equal to 5. So c is 5 and d is also equal to 5. Now putting all these values in our equation 2 for the verification of this case. So let's check our values of a, b, c and d. So our equation 2 implies that b plus d plus a times c is equal to 9. So here b is minus 1 plus d is 5 plus a is 1 and c is 5. Is it equal to 9? Now here we get plus 5 minus 1, we get plus 4, plus 5 times 1 is 5. Is it equal to 9? Then 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, which is equal to 9. So it is true that our left hand side is equal to right hand side. Then here, now we are going to just suppose that here we have this x squared plus a times x plus b times x squared plus c times x plus d, that is, it is equal to 0. Now here putting the values of a, b, c and d from our case number 2. So by putting these values, then we get here, as we have just supposed that x squared plus a times x plus b times x squared plus c times x plus d is equal to 0. Now putting the value of a, which is 1, x squared plus 1 times x is x plus b, so value of b is minus 1, we just write here minus 1, and here we have x squared, value of c is 5, so we get 5x, and value of d is plus 5, so it is equal to 0. Now here we have two possible cases, that this quadratic equation, which is x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0, and second one is x squared plus 5x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now solving these two quadratic equations for the value of x. Now here from this equation we can solve it by using quadratic formula. So here value of a is 1, b is equal to, that is 1 and c is equal to minus 1. So by using quadratic formula, we have x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. Here we have x is equal to value of b is 1, so we have minus 1 plus minus 1 squared is 1, and minus 4 times 1 is 4, and this minus times minus is plus, we get plus 4 all over 2 times 1 is 2. Now here x is equal to minus 1 plus minus 1 plus 4 is square root of 5 all over 2. So here we have two values of x, which is x1 and x2. Now we get our first two values of x, which is minus 1 plus minus square root of 5 over 2. Now solving this one, that our x squared plus 5x plus 5. So here x squared plus 5x plus 5. Then here value of a is 1, value of b is 5, and c is equal to 5. So using quadratic formula, we get x is equal to minus 5 plus minus, here we have square root of b squared, which is b squared is 5 squared is 25. So plus 4 times 5, that is, here we get 4 times 5. So here minus 4ac, it is minus 4 times a is 1, c is 5 all over 2. Now our next step will be x is equal to minus 5 plus minus 25, minus 5 times 4 is 20, square root all over 2. Here we get x is equal to minus 5 plus minus, here we have square root of 5 all over 2. So we get another two solution of x, which is x3 and x4, is equal to minus 5 plus minus square root of 5 all over 2. Hence we have found the four possible solution of x. Here we get our first two solution, and similarly it is our x3 and x4. So it was our entire solution. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.